Shri Gurubhyo Namaha children. You're in Unit 2 Entrepreneurial Planning and we are in Business Plan. Last class we just saw why is it important for you to plan and why you should think in advance. And business plan, it gives you an idea as to what is to be done, when it is to be done, and how it is to be done, and whom it should be done. And what is the business plan and how business plans are decision making tools, who should write the plan, etc. Now, in this class, you're going to see the importance of business plan. Now, why is business plan important? See, a business plan is important because it gives you an adequate clarity to the entrepreneur, investor, and the government of what an entrepreneur is doing, why he or she is doing it, how he or she will do that. So, it is well said that writing a good business plan cannot guarantee success. It doesn't mean you wrote a very good business plan, you're going to be successful. No. But it can go a long way towards reducing the odds of failure. Okay, so it will help you to reduce the percentage of failure. At least when you write and keep, you can find out where you've gone wrong so that you can improve on it. Okay, so importance of business plan. Now, why is business plan important? See, business plan is valuable to the entrepreneur. Why? Why is it important to the entrepreneur? Because it is going to give information to your potential investor, venture capitalists, banks, financial institutions, and new professional suppliers, customers, advisors, and others who are trying to familiarize themselves with ventures, its goals and objectives. So, what does business plan give you? It helps in determining the viability of the venture in a designated market, whether your business will be successful if you start your business in that particular market. It helps in providing guidance to the entrepreneur in organizing his or her planning activity, such as identifying the resources required. How much resource do you require? What are the different types of resources you require? It's not only just finance. What are the technical resources you require? What are the human resources you require? So when you're going to list out, you will be able to know, okay, how much of this resource I require. Enabling and obtaining all licenses is required. Now you have to approach the government if you're starting a private company, limited company, or you're going to be a public company or whatever. You have to go to the government. You may have to get some license. So what are all the licenses you have to apply for? If you're starting a company, well, you have to go and register yourself with the registrar of companies. What are all the legal formalities required? So everything you can list and then you can tick as you complete your work. Then working out with legal requirements as decided by the government. The government will give you some norms. You have to fulfill all those norms. So you have to list out all that. Okay. Then helping in satisfying the concerns, queries, and issue of each group of people interested in venture. So once you start a business, you have drafted your business plan. There will be many people wanting to invest in your business. Then if everything is in written form, then it is easy for you to answer the queries. And you can be with a ready-made answer. Where otherwise they will hesitate to invest in your business. Provides a room for self-assessment and self-valuation. So you can, before you start a business and before you're going to put a lot of money, if you're going to put 10 crore, 20 crore and ending up in a loss, it's very difficult, isn't it, to come out of it, because if you're going to invest a lot of money, a huge amount into business, and if you're going to make a mistake, so to avoid the mistakes, to avoid and protect you from the risks involved, you can self-evaluate. Once you write your business plan, you can evaluate, requiring the entrepreneur to think through various scenarios and plan ways to avoid obstacles. Obstacles are difficulties that comes in your way as you are proceeding with your business. So as you write a business plan, you get an idea, no, this is wrong, I'll have to set it right. So as you write, then you get an idea. Okay. So it is always important for an entrepreneur to have a business plan. Now, another importance of the business plan is what, though not desirable at times, business plan helps to realize the obstacles which cannot be avoided or overcome. Now, there are some obstacles which cannot be avoided or overcome, but then it helps suggesting that to terminate the venture while still on paper without investing further time and money. So, You know that okay, there's these obstacles I can never overcome. Then what's the point in wasting your time and money in that? So you can stop with the business there and you can proceed with some other business. Then what is another important as an investor or lender focuses on the four C's of credit. What are they? Character, cash flow, collateral, and equity contribution. Okay. Now, what do you mean by equity contribution? Equity contribution is an owner's investment in an asset that represents an unencumbered ownership interest. What do you mean by unencumbered? Not having any burden. Okay, so if an investor, once he is going to invest in a business, he will see all this. He will focus on the four C's, the credit, what are they, character, cash flow, collaterals, and equity contribution. So it is the business plan which reflects the entrepreneur's credit history, the ability to meet debit and interest payments, and amount of personal equity invested that's serving as an important tool in the fund procurement. Alright, so it is important whether he will be able to meet all the debts, whether he will be able to pay the interest, whether he is having a personal equity or personal investment. Okay, so that is very, very important. Now, format of a business plan. How do you make a business plan? See, the depth and the details of the business plan depends on the size and scope of the proposed new venture. See, there's no fixed content for the business plan as it varies according to the entrepreneur's goals and audience. Whom they are targeting. Now, for example, maybe you're starting a departmental store, maybe you're opening a textile shop, maybe it is a jewelry showroom, maybe it is a boutique, maybe it is going to be a pastry shop. You're very good in making cakes. No, you're opening a bakery and it's going to be a pastry shop. Or no, depends upon your venture, depends upon your business. Okay. So it is common for especially startups to have 3 or 4 formats. So if you're a startup, I'm just going to start my business. So when I'm going to start my business, definitely it is going to be of 3 or 4 formats. Some people they should come and invest in your business, isn't it? So elevator pitch. What do you mean by elevator pitch? It is a 3-minute summary of the business plans, executive summary. It is often used as a teaser. What do you mean by a teaser? It's a short introductory advertisement for a product. That is it is just to promote. Okay, a promotional teaser in every commercial break. For after a commercial break, you have a small promotional teaser to promote your product. So the next is what it is just normally, the teaser is just to awaken the interest of the potential funder, customer, or a strategic partner. Next, you have the pitch deck with oral narrative. So it's a hopeful and entertaining slideshow and oral narrative that is meant to trigger decisions and interest potential investors in reading the written presentation, the executive summary, a few key graphs showing financial trends and key decision-making benchmark. Now, what do you mean the pitch desk? Pitch desk is a brief presentation. Okay, it's a brief presentation or a quick overview of the business plan. So, normally we use pitch deck during a face-to-face or an online meeting with a potential investor, customer, partner, and a co-founder. So, this is the second type. Now we go to the third type, a written presentation for external stakeholders. Now, a detailed, well-written, and pleasant and a pleasingly formatted plan. We already saw why it should be formatted and why it should be in a formal way. Okay, for a formatted plan targeted at the external stakeholders. Now, who are stakeholders? Stakeholder is a person such as an employee or a customer or a citizen who is involved with the organization, society, etc., or therefore has responsibility towards it and interest in its success. Okay, so stakeholder also we saw previously when I was talking to you about the business plan. From the first part, I told you a stakeholder is an entity directly and indirectly related to your business. Okay, somebody who is interested. Now, what is the fourth form? Fourth form is an internal operational plan, a detailed plan describing planning details that are needed by management but may not be of interest to external stakeholders. So it is the internal organization plan. Why do you have internal plans? It is needed by the management. Okay, and it may not be of interest to the external stakeholders. So you should have a plan, an operation, and this is how I'm going to go about. This is the fund I'm going to get. This is going to be my human resource. This is going to be my financial resource. This is going to be my technology I'm going to use. So all that should be in writing, and you should have a clear idea, and you should have a clear target. You should have a plan, in your mind, and it should be in writing, so that you don't make a mistake, because you will be spending your money on it, and ultimately, if you are in loss, it will be a problem. You will end up in failure. Isn't it? So, depending upon the entrepreneur's experience, knowledge, purpose, generally a business outline sequentially follows a component or parts. Now, how is it going to look like? Now, when you write a record, a physics record or a chemistry record or a business plan, when you're writing what are the formats? You will have a definite format. Write a letter, form a letter, this is the format. You write a report, this is the format for the report. Write a speech, you have a report. Likewise, you will be having a format. Now, what is the format? First, you should have an introductory cover page, okay, general introduction. The second one, you will be having a business venture. Then third one, you will have an organization plan, then production plan, then operational plan. Then you have a human resource plan, then marketing plan, financial plan. And then you have your miscellaneous, that is your appendix. Finally, how you're going to hold your, like what all attachments you had. Some reference and all you'll be having in the end. Okay, now for example, you are going to submit your MPhil thesis. You will have a format for that. Like that's a business plan also, you're going to have a format. And we are going to discuss in detail. In the next class, we are going to discuss about the introductory profile general introduction. Now, what are you going to discuss here? You're going to discuss about the entrepreneur's biodata, general information. So, this is the title or a cover page that provides a brief summary of the business plan's content. The information of the general nature contained in the introductory profile. Okay. So you're going to speak about the entrepreneur, his name, his address, his qualification, and all that. You'll be learning in this. So the name and address of the promoter, his or her qualification, experience, and other capabilities. In case of partners, their names, number, address, designation, all that will be there. Okay. And then this is the first one. That is, I told you, the introductory cover page. That will include the entrepreneur's biodata, then industry's profile. So we will go through in detail in the next class. Okay, the contents. What are the contents of the business plan? So in the next class, we'll have the contents, and I'll stop here. We'll continue in the next class describing the contents. The first to start with entrepreneur's biodata. The second will be your description of the business or the business venture. All right. Thank you, children. See you in the next class.